Hey everyone, today we are going to do the mountain landscape.
Hi everyone, we're going to use the basic shapes today to draw a mountainous landscape. Today our paper is 9 inches tall, 12 inches wide. So it's wide like a tub, not tall like a shower. We're going to use our pencil because we trace and erase. Find about the midline, middle ways, and establish your horizon line. We don't have to use a perfect line, but we need to draw it in lightly. We're going to use about midpoint on that horizon line and draw a wiggly, squiggly line that goes back toward the corner of the paper. Now we're going to use the same thing because the mountain stream will be thin, away, long ways away from us, and wide close up. So let's make that line skinny, wiggly, squiggly, and back to the opposite corner. Now we have the beginning of a mountain stream. Using a rectangle shape, we're going to go down the left-hand side and draw this rectangular shape. Don't put a top or a bottom on it, but let's get rid of the horizon line right there. We'll cover that later with maybe some shading or color. Let's anchor that tree to the ground, so we just need to put a small root system. And it can go off the page. This is going to be like an aspen tree, so we're going to use some basic square shapes to make it look like bark that's coming off of the tree, and maybe some small pieces here, and maybe a couple of thin areas. Basically squares and rectangles. Let's put an old branch to tie back to the trunk, kind of a sideways V shape, and back to the trunk. Now you can erase where we connected those shapes. In the background, we're going to use a small, medium, and large triangle to establish a mountainous area. So there's 1, 2, 3. If you don't like the way that one looks, we're going to echo that line. And let's do the same thing over here. That gives a 3-dimensional feel to our mountains. With my kindergartners, we use the letter W to establish a snow cap. And you can do that on both sides of the mountain, both visible faces of the mountain. There's a couple of ways we show our little ones how to draw the trees, and we draw triangular shapes or cone shapes. And you can stack those one in front of the other, imagining that there's a triangle here, and that gives you some overlap. And get rid of your horizon line. By putting those in a stacked formation, it creates your distance. If you wanted to make taller trees that may be like ponderosa pines that are out in the distance, you can set a stand of trees off in the distance and actually make triangular shapes by just using your zigzag line. It's still a triangle shape, but you're using a zigzag line to accomplish it instead of drawing the basic triangle geometric shape. It still gives you a visual appearance of a tree in the distance. Okay. Now, near our tree, we're going to use some random up and down lines to look like heavy brush, or maybe just some weedy overgrowth. You can use that same method if you wanted to put cattails in the water and put a little ring around those, and maybe a little hot dog shape on the end to give that cattail appearance. You can scatter these along your drawing anywhere. You can do this same technique closer to your mountain range. Obviously it will be smaller because you are further away. This is a very simple way to start a mountainous landscape. Adding texture is easy to do. That's on you. If you'd like to choose that idea or work further in that idea, you can use this same flowing line shape to go into your sky. And there you have it. Enjoy.